want to talk to me? I was just about to leave. Today is a special day, you know. Well, I guess I could just talk to you just for a spell. I've been stooping since I was 13 years old. That's when I started working. After I finished fifth grade, I knew it was time for me to work. But I kept learning though. Not in the schoolhouse, but in every house I cleaned, I learned something. I'd watch how the ladies drank their tea with their pinkies just so. I learned how to talk proper, how to dress fancy, and how to carry on a dignified conversation. Now, my house isn't fancy like these houses I clean, but it's mine. All my children and nieces and nephews will tell you every corner of my house is spotless. If I'm going to help someone else's house look beautiful, I have to make sure mine is too. Some of the people I work for will give me old furniture and paintings they were tired of. It looked good as new to me, so I found a spot for it in my little castle. That's what I call it. My favorite place in my castle is the kitchen. With Frances Twiggs Walker as your mother, you are going to know how to cook. Now, you'd think, since I cooked at times for work, that I wouldn't have anything to do with it at home. But in your own kitchen, cooking for your own family, you can mix all the love up in your meals and serve it to them right there at your table. And the kitchen's a great place to teach lessons. I taught my daughter Sylvia and niece Doris of many things while washing turnip greens or making my famous caramel cakes. They'd wonder, why you wash the greens so long, Mama? They didn't realize I was just buying time with them, listening, sharing stories, making memories. I know how precious time is. And there's so many things for these children to learn. Like, they know there's no swearing and no broken English in this family. We walk with our head held high. They know I scrub floors and clean toilets for a living. It is hard work, but it's honest work. There's no disgrace here. I don't live in no shame. I wear an ugly uniform every day, but when I'm done, I take it off, put on my fur, and I walk with my back straight. If you dress nice, you feel nice. And I like to feel nice. My sisters will sometimes send me clothes they got up north. You see, when my brother Tom moved up north, almost all my sisters and brothers followed him up there. He and his wife let everybody come one by one and stay with them until they were all settled. He asked me if I wanted to come up too. The money could be better up there, but I didn't want to be a live-in. You see, when you're a live-in, you have to find another place for your children to stay. I have 3 children and I'm taking care of my nephew John. I know how hard it is for a child to go from house to house while you're moving from job to job because I was that child. When my 7 siblings and I were growing up, we didn't get to live with our mother because she had to work. It was hard on us not being able to see her as much as we'd like to. And now, a lot of my nieces and nephews are experiencing the same things we did as children. They have to be boarded while their parents go to work. My kids, Sylvia, Tom, Bud, and John, they're all settled here on St. James Street with me. And I don't want to change that. When they were younger, sometimes I'd take them over to the Richmond's Working Woman's Home and I'd be working and you pay them 10 cents a day and they'd watch your kids while you worked. But at night, they'd still be with me. After my 12-hour shift, I'd get home, I'd cook, wash my clothes, cuffs, iron it all up, tuck the children in, and start it all over again. A woman's work is never done. but they like it here in Richmond. This is the only home they've ever known. Also, my mother's getting older. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her while I was growing up, so I'm making up for lost time now. There is much work for me to do here for Mama, these children, and keeping up my little castle. I tell them I'm scrubbing floors so you don't have to. The only toilet I want them to clean is their own. I want them to reach for the stars and go places I only dreamed of going. But today, one of my dreams is coming true. That's why I had to get out my good pearls. Today is the day I get to vote. It's been a fight, but it's my right. So I'm going to keep on voting so my children can stand. I'm smiling while I'm serving. That's how I stand.